Let's go. Knock knock. Commander, may I come in? Of course. We require food and other necessities for the outpost. Our current inventory is likely to run out within the next 2 days. I recommend we restock our inventory in advance. Okay. Is there a store you typically use? If so, release the funds to me. I can go there on your behalf. ... What? Ah, I see. If you're worried about me pocketing some of the funds, I can give you the receipt. That's not it. Then, what is it? I don't have any money. Excuse me? I'm broke. But what about all the successful operations you've pulled off? Perhaps there's an error in the central government's computing system? If that's the case, you can go and personally submit your operation report certificate. I know it's a hassle, but I'll come with you. Or operation report certificate? Yes. What you receive once you submit the operation report? Commander, please do not take offense in me asking this, but have you ever submitted an operation report? A what? Every commander is required to submit an operation report after each operation. That's what they use to evaluate performance and issue payment. Thank you very much, Kaparama. Didn't they teach you about reports at the military academy? I don't remember. Is that so? Alright then, let's get started on the operation reports. Actually, I'll write them. You just tell me if I have all the details right. I may ask you a few questions while I write them. No, I will write them myself. The form is fairly convoluted, and there are a lot of them. If this is your first time, it may take a while. And time is something we don't have a lot of. We need to hurry and get this done. Okay. I'll be sure to write them next time. Please do. I'll take it from here then. 30 minutes later. Clack 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 clickety clack clackety clack. The clacking on the keyboard is the only sound that fills the commander's room. You're good at this. I have a lot of experience in this area. Previous commanders must have ordered you to do this. That is correct. Isn't that neglecting their jobs? I mean, to be fair, I'm neglecting my job too since I'm not sending in any reports, but it is the job of the commander to give orders to Nikkes. The previous commander ordered me to fill out paperwork. I followed the order. Thus, I do not feel either side was neglecting their duties. You keep mentioning orders. Yes, orders are the link between a commander and a Nikke. Nikkes follow human orders. It is our nature to do so. In particular, orders issued by a commander are to be obeyed without question, regardless of what that order may be. Ayo? Ayo, chat? Ayo? Is she talking about... Is she trying to hint to me that I can... Ayo? Any order? That's right. Even if it's an unjust order, that is of no importance. Once an order is issued, all that matters is that it is followed through. But there is one other thing. Sorry, my throat hurts like crazy from doing the... But there is one other thing. There is one... Oh my gosh, this muscle here is so tight right now. What? I didn't know I had a 6-pack on my throat. Or is this like throat cancer? It's weird. But there's one other thing. The act of keeping the commander safe is as important as following the order. A commander cannot be put in harm's way, no matter what. This is also of paramount importance. As a precaution, Nikkes have emergency response items such as AED and hemostatic agents built inside us. The safety of our commander is our top priority. If a commander is injured or dies due to an oversight on a Nikke's part, that Nikke will be punished accordingly. The only exception is when a commander chooses to take their own life. So the commander who died before I joined? Yes, the central government ruled that they died of their own volition. Thankfully, Anis and I were able to avoid any punishment. I have spoken too much. Anyway, to summarize, follow the commander's orders, keep the commander safe. These are Nikke's duties. Of course, it would be unreasonable for us to do absolutely nothing that we are not specifically ordered to do. Thus, we are also capable of exercising our own judgment in our daily lives. However, if an order does come, it supersedes everything else and must be followed. This is our primary function. So do not feel that you are being unreasonable by asking us to do something. The reports are finished. Please confirm. I read the reports written by Rapi. They are clear and concise. But one thing sticks in my mind. Don't you think it paints me as a bit too heroic? The success of any operation depends on the commander, their leadership, their virtue. But reports must be written in this way, or else they will not be accepted. Now that the forms are complete, let's go submit them. We must go to the ARC's central government's office. The whole chapter was doing paperwork. Am I gonna fall in love with Rapi within 5 episodes? When one of it is just pure paperwork. The central government's office is right up ahead. That's where you can submit the completed forms. You're not coming, A Nikke cannot enter the central government office except under very special circumstances. Why? Because there is a high chance we will see a negative side of the commander inside. I will wait. Go in. I open the door and head inside. It is quite noisy inside. The majority of the sound comes from the people who are shouting. They are dressed in the same military uniform as I am. The people sitting behind the counters are all either quiet or smiling awkwardly. I decide to get in line. I can hear a commander talking to the staff in front of me. Hey, what is this? This amount doesn't make sense. I just came back from the surface. Do you realize how many close calls I had up there? The salary you have been given is accurate. This is insane. I risk my neck and all I get is chump change. This is the designated payment for all basic transport operations. Basic transport my foot. I lost 2 Nikkes and I. Commander, whether an incident does or does not occur during an operation is entirely dependent on your own capabilities as a commander. Please understand that there is nothing more we can do for you in this situation. That's easy for you to say, sitting there safe and sound behind your nice desk. You've never been up to the surface. Next, what can I help you with? Hey, are you ignoring me? Do I have to call security? Next. The commander in front leaves the building in a huff. I sit in the empty seat. What can I help you with? I came to submit my operation report. Very well, hand them to me please. I hand over the reports to the employee. The employee's gaze shifts back and forth between the monitor and the forms as they type away on the keyboard. Suddenly the employee freezes, then gives a cordial smile. Nice to meet you, Commander JD. It's an honor to finally meet the person behind all the rumors. The veracity of your op reports have been confirmed. Would you like your salary deposited directly to your bank book? Or would you like a voucher? What's the diff? It helps determine the availability of certain transactional options. Huh? I can see that you're not familiar with this process, so I've deposited the funds directly into your bank book. What? Bitch, I haven't replied yet. Why did you? What? The deposit has been completed. Could you please confirm? There is a new entry in the bank book, and the amount... Huh? Simitaiji? Yes, in light of the difficult nature of the operations, the amount has been raised accordingly. Please continue your efforts on behalf of humanity. I exit the office. As I walk out, I notice the other commanders. Many of them crouched down in front of the office building or staring at the wall, sighing. Commander, is it all taken care of? Yeah, it's done. Then let's go purchase the necessities we require. Oh, that's the wrong voice. Rapi. Yes? Have it hard? That was weird. That was a weird glitch. Yes, they do. Most of us are led to believe that commanders are elite figures who have undergone a proper education in the military academy, and that they are heroes who work with Nikkes to recapture the surface. However, that couldn't be further from the truth. Their so-called proper education doesn't even last a year. It's not nearly enough time to learn all there is to know about the Ark, Nikkes and Raptures. Instead, during their time at the military academy, commanders are essentially brainwashed. They're told that they are the ones who will save humanity and Nikkes are merely tools meant to serve commanders and mankind itself. This is the narrative they drill into their minds. I'm sure you yourself have noticed it. As a result, the mortality rate among commanders is staggering. They are thrown into operations without proper preparation. This, along with their lack of empathy for Nikkes under their command, often leads to disaster. And most crucially, commanders do not receive pay if they fail to complete an operation. There is no concept of hourly, weekly, monthly or annual salaries. You are paid upon successful completion of an operation or not at all. The salary also depends on the difficulty of the operation. You risk your life going up to the surface where you carry out operations and get paid based on your performance. In a way, it's just like being a mercenary. And that's where we start seeing some internal conflict. Those who go through the military academy are led to believe they are above the rest of society. They are full of confidence and have no doubt that they are truly the ones who will save humanity. But soon after, they are faced with reality. Once they realize they've been risking their lives for pennies, they take out their frustrations on the staff. It's a rude awakening. Some commanders find themselves unable to cope and resort to extreme measures. God damn it, are all the Bond stories gonna be so dark? However, very few people in the Ark even know about this. That's because the Ark continues to venerate the command. Oh my god, is this a commentary on American military culture? Oh boy. As a result, the competition for entry into the military academy remains fierce. What is an operation report voucher? It's one method of receiving payment after successfully completing an operation. You can carry it around and exchange it for cash when needed. Why would I need something like that? Commanders are members of the elite. Many unscrupulous people set their sights on commanders who are fresh graduates of the military academy. They are extremely susceptible to being hacked. currency within the Ark is also digitized, and it's not too difficult to hack the system. Therefore, vouchers are one way of making sure you don't lose a lot of money at once. But voucher don't sound very secure. Also, well, there are some minimal safety procedures to prevent anyone other than a commander from cashing them in. But overall, they are indeed not entirely safe. However, Operation Report vouchers do have one other special use. Huh? Commanders can exchange vouchers to receive their salary. Yeah. However, the vouchers are not commander specific. Any commander can use any voucher. Oh. So technically you could, as a commander, go out and kill another commander, steal their salary and cash it in. That is legal. That's weird. That's a weird rule to put in there. Or maybe not kill somebody, but you could gamble with somebody. So what you're saying is, yes, they can be used to transfer funds to other commanders who are having a hard time. Oh my god, not only that. As a commander, you have some ability to do some money laundering. Like if you have a lot of illegal money, you can use this system to do money laundering. At some level. Do you find this all strange? Well, it's certainly not normal. There's no other way. Commanders must be the heroes of the Ark. The central government can't have their heroes begging on the streets. There's a saying among the commanders: a hero only begs from other heroes. The reality of the situation must not be exposed to the outside world. This way, people will continue to idolize their heroes. They'll even dream of becoming one themselves. Why is the Rapi story so... Where's the romance? Is there no romance with Rapi? Is it just learning world building? This is very interesting to me. Alright, let's head to the shop. This is a list of the things we need to purchase. Rapi hands over a note. It doesn't seem to be near enough. Anis, Neon and I should be able to live off of that for 2 months. You can purchase anything else you'd like as well. Are you sure this is enough? This is all we need to maintain our proper mental health. There's no point in purchasing anything outside of that. But if you wish to make additional purchases, I will not stop you. I mentally subtract the total cost of the items from the salary I received earlier. There is quite a bit left over. Commander? I'm gonna buy some gift. Excuse me? I'll buy gift for everyone with my leftover money. Oh, very well. However, I won't be able to be of much assistance in that regard. I don't know where the gift shop is. Let's ask around. Yes. Soon after. Is this a store? That's what they say. Let's go in. Welcome. The shop assistant glares intently at Rapi and me for a while. What can I help you with? We came to buy gift. Gift? Yeah. For whom? Why you ask? Because we do not sell gifts meant for Nikkes. Huh? A while back, all the local merchants came to an agreement. We won't sell any gifts intended to be given to Nikkes. Why? Because of people like you developing an affection for Nikkes, giving them gifts, going on dates, and treating Nikkes as if they were humans. That's why the arc has become the way it is. If you treat those things like a human, they are liable to start believing they are human. Next thing you know, they're demanding personal rights, committing crimes, launching terrorist attacks. Damn. Wow. Rapi's Bond stories are pretty lore heavy, world building heavy. My gosh. You 卖公脚尾啊 Easy Tiger. Easy Tiger, I don't want any trouble. Anyway, I'm not selling, so go somewhere else. Though you probably have to walk pretty far. I'm going to buy here. Commander, let's leave. No! 林北卖照. Commander, I'm fine really. Let's just leave. Just our luck, running into a shop owner who's a Nikke phobe. Yes, Kappa. Raskism. You are right. Do you often get... They always like that, ah. Not always. But often enough. Why? Because Nikkes are weapons. Oh, sorry, wrong voice. Because Nikkes are weapons. We are not human. However, we still have a sense of self. That rubs a lot of people the wrong way. But you are the one doing the hard work. Life only has value when it belongs to the living. We are not living beings. Therefore, we have no lives to risk. That is not right. Even if we did, it would not have the same value as a human. So don't worry about it too much. You always like that say. Excuse me? Does it make you feel better speaking so 青菜 about these things? It doesn't matter how I feel. I'm only speaking the truth. As for the gift, it's the thought that counts. So please, let's just get what we need and head back. No. I want to buy something else. How about some food then? Food certainly doesn't discriminate between humans and Nikkes. Man, the arc sucks. Society sucks in the arc. Institutionalized racism. God damn. It's not as much racism as it is slavery, right? Or okay, maybe not slavery, but when a group of people dehumanizes another group of people, that's what happens. That's what it looks like. Damn. Commander, were we on our way to buy food? Correct. This is a restaurant. You can purchase food here, but it won't stay good for too long. I'm hungry. What about you, Rapi? You hungry? Yes, I'm hungry as well. We can buy staple later, but now we eat here. Okay. 40 minutes later. This restaurant nice, huh? Yes, the chef seems quite talented. How you find the food? It was lovely. Next time we can order your favorite one. I don't really have a favorite food. I eat pretty much anything. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make things awkward. I just wanted to illustrate how strong my mental fortitude is in that regard. Your mental fortitude? Yes. Theoretically, Nikkes do not need to consume food. We are powered by the core within our bodies. The core is capable of generating its own power, and as long as there is no major damage, it can be used without any active input on our part. We do not need to consume food for energy. Then why you? As I mentioned earlier, it all has to do with the mind. With the exception of the brain, Nikkes are composed entirely of artificial materials. We are not human. But in terms of our appearance, we are a perfect copy of a human being, down to our internal structure. Auga! Oh, let's go! Nikusi confirmed. Oh? Because of that, most Nikkes use their bodies just as humans do. There are pros and cons to this. It allows us to blend in and interact with the rest of society. However, some may experience a mental breakdown when they become aware they are not human. We look identical to humans and act just like them. So when we are told we are in fact not human, it can cause a kind of panic to arise within us. Can this panic also occur when you meet people who are Nikke phobia? No, cursing or physical violence only results in slight emotional agitation, unpleasant thoughts, feelings of anger, things of that nature. It only becomes serious upon negation of our primary mechanisms. Food is a prime example. The moment you realize that you don't have to eat anymore, you instantly become acutely aware that you are different from humans. This results in a sort of cognitive dissonance. Your mental state is negatively impacted. The degree of this impact differs from Nikke to Nikke. There are those who need to eat 3 meals a day in order to feel a sense of stability. Then there are others like me who are able to get by eating once every few days. It's the same with sleep and hygiene. We don't feel tired if we don't sleep, and we do not smell even if we do not wash. However, if we don't sleep and wash, then we become aware. Aware that we are different from humans. This extends to more than just our daily habits. In the early days, the liquid catalysts in our bodies were green. However, when we were injured, the sight of green blood spilling from our wounds would result in cognitive dissonance. In later models, they switched to red. Eyeballs with ultra-precise cameras implanted, missiles embedded in the abdomen, and booster-mounted legs. Yes, they were superior in terms of performance, but they were all discarded due to the users being unable to process them mentally. This is the reason why most Nikkes use handheld firearms along with other assistive equipment. What happens if the cognitive dissonance too much? A mind switch. Mind switch? Yes. Simply put, the personality changes. I don't know the details. Once the brain determines it can no longer cope with the cognitive dissonance, it undergoes a radical change. On rare occasions, the new personality that emerges is perfectly fine. Most of the time, however, they go insane. Nikkes that experience a mind switch are referred to as irregulars. As most irregulars have destructive tendencies and are usually terminated. Is there no way to fix it? I don't know if fix is the proper term to describe it, but the process can be reverted through a reboot. Reboot? It's exactly what it sounds like. You wipe the Nikke's memory clean. You revert the mind to the way it was the day before, or even as far back as when they were first manufactured. However, the success rate is low. When one becomes an irregular, their brain is physically broken. I've heard there is a brainwashing technique that makes the brain a total blank slate, but I've never heard of any cases in which it's actually used. Because of all this, the central government places a high importance on maintaining Nikke's mental health. A Nikke can become a massive liability if they become an irregular. I won't let that happen to you all. Well, I'm glad to hear that. I've gone on for far too long. Should we get going? Oh, there's that little smile on Rapi's face. Commander, I think you may have gone overboard with the shopping. I can barely carry all these bags of food. Next time, I recommend that you only purchase what you need. Trust me, we are going to need all of this. Let's pick out you and me. Then we can enjoy nice food coma together. Okay, I'll carry this. Let's go. No, we carry together. Okay, let's carry it together. Steps of change. Now that's what I call a meal. So good. After all, food bought with other people's money is the most delicious. Preach. How about it, Rapi? I enjoyed it very much. Thank you. That's good. Well then. So, what do we need to do now? What do you mean? You've treated us so well, there must be something you want. What should we do? Take a nap. There's nothing like a solid nap after a good meal. Rapi, huh? So did you do it? Yep. And they're acting like this? Yep. So they really are different from the rest. Huh? What are you talking about? Oh, this and that. You don't mean that, do you? How can this be? Commander, can I speak with you for a moment? What do you think about today? That conversation I had with you was very much intentional on my part. I wanted you to know just how different Nikkes are from what they are made out to be. So that's what Anise was hinting at. Yes, I wanted to tell you that the truth, all of it. Why are you doing this? The mortality rate amongst commanders may be high, but much of that is because they simply throw their lives away. They're blinded by the idea that they are heroes who will save humanity. The same goes for Nikkes. They feel like they are untouchable, an immortal army fighting on behalf of all mankind. None of them consider the inherent danger of it all. So, I merely wanted to remind you of this. I've seen too many commanders allow their vanity and their delusions to lead them to their own death. I don't want the same thing to happen to you. Why? You're different. I am. I'm different. I am Mr. Nice Guy Commander. Nice. I don't know what it is, but you are different. That's why I hope you will stay alive. Do you want me to resign from being a commander? I don't know. Some part of me does feel that way, but then I also want you to stay here with us. That is why I'm telling you the truth. You can protect me, Rapi. Very well. I will protect you. How about you, Rapi? What? What do you want me to do, Rapi? I hope you won't change. I don't want you to change. I believe you should remain on your current path. If you continue down this path, it will lead you to what you want. I am curious. Curious where your footsteps will lead you. What changes you will bring forth in this world. And amongst all that change, so long as you remain true to yourself, so long as you continue viewing the world and people in it the way you do now, then we will remain by your side until the very end. Okay. I look forward to working with you, Rapi. Thank you. Let's take care of each other. Commander? Alright, so that was an interesting story. That's the Rapi Bond story. Pretty good, pretty good. Question for you guys. Do you think the Rapi one was better or the Alice one was better? I think both of them have their strengths, right? Alice's one was very much more about Alice. Rapi's one was more about the world around. So I'm very curious which one you think is better.